Sometimes you just gotta.
Oh, whoa, no.
Oh, whoa, yeah. Take that. Turn that little speaker off behind you.
What is that?
It's the speaker behind you. Turn that little speaker off behind. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. You know, sometimes there comes a time in a man's life where we got to talk about some real things. What up? I see everybody coming into the chat room. Everybody, please do your brother a solid and hit the like button and help us get this dialogue that I'm about to embark upon. Help us to get it trending on YouTube. We need your likes and we need your shares. Share it, like it, share it and like it. YouTube, man, is trending heavy. Nigerian Sars is trending heavy. I have a few stories that I want to go over, but you already know what I must do. What I'm gonna do first. I need to promote Black-owned businesses. Very important that we talk about these, that we put these businesses in front of you. As you all know, I am an avid reader. Oh, by the way, I was just reading some of the not the holographic relationship, but the Shrouded Lighthouse book, my next book that's on the way. Man, oh man, it's not even edited yet. It's not even edited yet, but it is reading, in my estimation, it is reading pretty well. You know, once I get into book writing mode, you know, but then somebody say, I didn't listen to Boyce and Judge Joe Brown about 5 minutes. Now I'm here. Hey, I appreciate you for joining. Those are some good brothers, and you know, hey, thank you for coming over here. Somebody said the world is old. Holla if you need an editor. Oh yeah. What up? Y'all coming in. Come in and hit that like button. You understand? You understand? Hit that like button now. But yeah, I'm writing my new book and I'm really excited about it. And this leads me to my first Black-owned business. Author, man. Amazing author. Out of Boston. Residing in Atlanta. Corey J. Williams. MSW LCSW. And he has an amazing book, Thriving While Black. The act of surviving and thriving in the same place. And what you see on the cover, which is amazing, by the way, is a rose that's coming up out the concrete. Man, that concrete represents white supremacy, economic redlining, Jim Crow laws, just everything that we got to go through in order to just be quote unquote normal. That's why I just think this is an amazing work. Please. And he's a self-published author, right? So please go to his website, www.thrivingwhileblack.net. Thrivingwhileblack.net. Please get there right now. Support this Black-owned business. Just Here's a short synopsis. There are psychological and emotional consequences of being black in America. Blacks are discriminated against and excluded based on skin color. We know that. There is a major obstacle to the upward mobility of blacks in different organizations. This book focuses on closing the black-white equality gap in corporate America. Please support Corey J. Williams, MSW, LCSW. Now, you already know how I get down on the promotions. Total Package Energy. I'll be on the Total Package Energy, man. Yes, I heard about, I'm going to cover that today, right? I'm going to cover some of that today. Total Package Energy, get there now. They've got these little shots, man, and I love them. Nano shots, working at the molecular level. Put it under your tongue, and you're good. And vitamin C is essential for what's cracking today. COVID, man, if you don't OD on some vitamin C, you know, I just came back from Atlanta, Lord have mercy. We're in the middle of the second wave, and on every corner in Midtown and Buckhead, and they out everywhere. No, well, they got their masks around their chins. But they out. They out everywhere. I urge you, go to Total Package Energy right now. Get the B12 shot. Get the vitamin C shot. All nanotechnology. And of course, get the Total Package Energy shot. Right? Get Total Package Energy. Black-owned businesses. Galore. I love supporting black-owned businesses. And then, again, if you're looking, that's Total Package Energy, tell them Zoe Williams sent you. If you're looking or facing foreclosure, Thomas Hope's Investments Solutions buys houses with cash. Black-owned business down in Texas. If you're in the Texas area, you're trying to sell a house, you're trying to buy a house, you're trying to convert a house into an Airbnb, you're trying to rent a house, go to his website. If you're selling a house, use the promo code ZoSells, right? If you're buying a house, use the promo code ZoBuys, right? If you're renting a crib, use the promo code ZoRents. Go there right now. Thomas Hope's Investment Solutions. And then, of course, X-Wolf. You want to put that 18-year-old thing down on your girl? You want to put that suede billy club on her? You want to beat her like they beat Rodney King? I'm sorry, that's not right. This is a black-owned business, though, right? And this brother has put together a product that I like. It's got saw palmetto berries and tonkat ali and all these different herbs to boost testosterone. X-Wolf. Go to xlabssups.com. That's xlabssups.com, and tell them Zoe Williams sent you. Buy them out. Buy all of the stuff. Get it. Get it. The HuriKane Report. Come on, man. We black people. We need our own source of news. And this is where you can get it, the HuriKane Report. Again, a lot of the stories that I cover here come from the HuriKane Report. We come in here, hit the like button, hit the share button. Let's get this topic trending, because I'm going to cover some things. Because I need to talk about Ice Cube. I need to talk about the art of war. I need to talk about Nigerian Sars. Hit the like button, the share button. Let's get everybody going. We already got a dislike up in this mug. I, for the life of me, cannot understand why there's even a dislike button. What are you here for? Terry Lomax, you trying to build out a podcast? You trying to, make bread? You trying to grow your audience? You trying to build your brand? Get with the homegirl Terry Lomax, Mondays 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and Wednesdays at 11 a.m. for a free masterclass on how to do this. TerryLomax.com, TerriLomax.com. Support, support, support. Ride, 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 ride. Also, don't forget to purchase my books. Specifically, The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship, is available in 3 formats on Kindle or on Amazon.com. It's Kindle, it's Audible, as well as paperback. Also, you can order a paperback version of the follow-up to that book, The Holographic Relationship. Order now. Go to my website, IamZoWilliams.com. Get there right now. Support, 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 support. You do know that the holographic relationship as well as the relationship dismount are available on Apple. What is that, iBooks? Yeah, if you have an iPhone, you can go in there and purchase it from there as well. Get there now. And let me just say this. I am purchasing all of the remaining University of You t-shirts and hoodies. All right? Now, if you want one, please get this Cashapp for myself and Sarah popping. My Cashapp is $ZoWhatNeter. You can also send donations to my PayPal, ZoWilliamsOrders@gmail.com, or you can donate directly to my website. All you got to do is go to my website, IamZoWilliams.com, and click the donate button. Okay? Just say, okay. Now, welcome to Zolo Mansions. Zolo Mansions is an opportunity for me to be able to speak uninterrupted. I love facilitating conversations. I love having my being in conversations with my brothers and sharing opinions, but I don't always get my total point across. And you can understand the problem that could happen if you don't get your point across totally. And that is, people misinterpret what you say. They take what you say out of context. Just imagine if you're reading a book and every sentence or every other sentence in the book is preempted before the thought is complete, right? Now, I'm here to talk about what's going on in the world. Let's just get right to it. Ice Cube. Is he a sellout? Is he wrong? For damn sure, he's not a politician. And my point on this is clear. Ice Cube can be likened, and I say this in a loose way, so don't take it 100%, right? In a loose way, Ice Cube can be likened to Muhammad Ali. In this context, in the context of celebrity, do you think the message that Ali was trying to bring in America when he basically said, I'm not going to the military. And the reason why I'm not going to the military is because the people over there that you want me to fight are not my real enemy. How do you want me to go over there and fight them and they're not my enemy? What he did was use his celebrity to bring attention to a specific issue. The marginalization, the disrespect, the evil conditions, the deplorable conditions under which we live here in America. I would say Ali was far more educated in terms of what was happening, or far more articulate in terms of what was happening. Ali could articulate what was happening in such a charismatic way. Ice Cube reminds me of a lot of Nas. Nas is one of the dopest MCs in the world, but not one of the most articulate dudes in the world. No disrespect to Nas. But when you hear Nas speak, he doesn't speak as fluently. He doesn't flow like he flows on wax. And not everybody has that ability. I'm not saying Ice Cube is not intelligent. I'm not saying Nas isn't intelligent. I am saying Ice Cube's personality when he's off record, when he's not rapping, Ice Cube's personality when he's not acting is a bit deadpan. Okay, but he's using his platform of celebrity to bring attention to one of the greatest arguments in American history. Where is our check? Is that any different from MLK? Time to go, MLK. You're asking for money. Time to go. Got to kill you. You got to go. Where's our check? Where's our money? Where's our bread? Should he even go to the devil? Let me tell you why. Because I talked about it a little on the 5150 show when I explained that our community, our people, are in such a disaggregate and adversarial and deplorable state that doing a deal with the devil looks more attractive than working with your brother. I explained that. Right? I said that. And I stand on that. I stand by it. To say, let's do it ourselves, implies that we can. And I believe we can do it ourselves. But as I stated on the 5150 show, we got to heal first. The community is sick. The community is in a state of disrepair. We sick. Are we not sick? Who wants to argue that we're not sick? Because you lack knowledge yourself, what ultimately happens, you're easily manipulated. Who can argue that Black America, the community that is identified as Black America, isn't the most manipulated and used community in America? They use us politically. They use us from an entertainment space. They use us from a talent space. They use us from a mind and a brain power space. They co-opt our culture. They take everything from us, but we get no real equity from what they take from us. And while they're taking from us, we're competing with each other. We're taking each other down at every turn. When you lack knowledge yourself, you are easily manipulated. So when somebody says, let's not do a deal with the devil, and I'm not advocating for doing a deal with the devil, but what I'm saying is the fact that doing a deal with the devil is an option, is an option that you consider to be viable. That lets you know just how far we have fallen. It's hurtful. It's hurtful because Biden's a devil, clearly. Joe Biden's a devil, clearly. And I've been telling y'all this whole time, politics is the real Hollywood. Hollywood is scripted, so is politics. We've talked about it before. You don't elect, you select. We told you before, the word vote comes from the Latin word to wish. I'm wishing somebody get in office that'll look out for me. See, this is the thing that bothers me about the pro-vote people. They go vote, 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 vote. Your ancestors died. Vote, 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 vote. That's the only way we can enact change. Vote, 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 vote. When the system is corrupt. You hear me mention it all the time. J. Krishnamurti. It is no measure of health to be fully integrated into a sick society. Are you saying our political system isn't sick? Are you saying our political system isn't corrupted? Are you saying our political system will actually work if we all galvanize and get on the same page? Living in a culture and a society that said, hey, you know what, blacks are doing a little too well. Let's drop a bomb on that city. This is why I don't see Ice Cube as a sellout. What Ice Cube is doing is using his celebrity to bring attention to an ongoing problem in America: inequality. The man didn't go sniffing up behind Trump or Biden. He wrote a contract for Black America. And as I stated on the show, people were saying, oh, the reason why Obama didn't help us when Obama was in office for 8 years is because we didn't have an agenda. People pointed out examples of how we did have an agenda. Tavis Smiley used to do the State of the Black, the Black State of the Union, and they always talked about an agenda with Black America. They had a book on it, an agenda with Black America. Right? Right? Okay, cool. Ice Cube said, let me put together an agenda. And he gathered a group of people that he thought were very astute on the subject. The people he started with led him to other people, namely Tone Talks and, Yvette Carnell, Tone Talks, Antonio Moore, Breaking Brown, Yvette Carnell, and, connected him with the ADOS movement, right? Put together a black contract. But, of course, Antonio Moore originally was critical of his black contract because he felt it lacked, the statistical undergirding, the numbers, right? From what I understand about ADOS and FBA and Foundational Black America, tangible. I heard Yvette Carnell say it another way. She said, we live in a transactional society, so our vote shouldn't be for free. Ice Cube went to the Democrats, or the Democrats came to him. Excuse me. I saw the interview with Cuomo. Ice Cube said, I didn't go to them, they came to me. The Democrats said, we will get with you after the election. Basically, give us your vote, and then we'll deal with you later. You don't go into the goddamn store and pay your money and get your groceries next week. So that was an indicator of the same old ways. Give us your vote for free. Yvette Carnell said, our vote is a transaction. If I vote for you, you've got to do something legislatively for our community, through legislature, through law. Make it a law. We live in America where in 2020 lynching is on the table for being a hate crime. In 2020? How do we get 20 years into the 21st century with lynching not being a hate crime? The point I made, and I make it all the time, and I said it on the ZoWhat Show on Monday. Politicians are like lawyers. Lawyers don't deal in the truth. Lawyers are like artists. Whoever can paint the best picture and has the most money and the most resources, these are the ones who get you off of whatever case you want. Politicians, same way. Who do I have to lie to? And who's going to write my speech? Corey brought up an amazing point. Go back. Biden recycles talking points from different leaders from all over the world. Speeches are constantly being recycled because they know they're talking to an ignorant, uneducated, and dumb constituency. They know you're not going to go back and be like, I heard somebody else say that. You need YouTube and your smartphone, which is typically smarter than you, to have somebody put together a compilation of speeches of where oh shit, damn, Melania did say the exact same thing that Michelle Obama said. Now, this woman is an immigrant, comes to America because her husband likes younger women. And because she's white, can rise all the way up to the First Lady of America, FLOTUS. Politicians aren't corrupt. And I think that's the point Corey was making too. The whole system is corrupt. The whole system is broken. But the ultimate point that I was making was that just tells you how bad of a position we are in, not only in America, but we are in with ourselves as a community. That we, Ice Cube and others, would seek to do a deal with the devil. The problem that I have is everybody want to cancel Ice Cube. The cancel culture is what we do to each other. We ghost each other when it comes to being responsible for each other. We ghost each other in relationships. We ghost our responsibility to loved ones. We ghost our responsibility to our community. The cancel culture ain't new. You want to ghost this man because he's just as fed up as you are, and he's just trying to swing for the fences and use his platform of being an internationally known entertainer, artist, rapper, right? Somebody said, D-Way said, Zo, that makes no sense. Countries at war will hate each other, do deals all the time. Listen to my logic, sir. Before you say it makes no sense. Listen to the logic here. The man is using his platform as an entertainer because if your ass got on YouTube and started talking, nobody would get on. The man doesn't have a degree in poli-sci. But how many poli-sci people with a degree, how many people you know with a poli-sci degree? So he's using his platform to bring attention. And he's using it the best way he knows how. Is it perfect? No. Go back to my initial point. We shouldn't have to go. Do you know the Asians don't vote very often? Lower voter turnout of everybody. But them Asians work together. See, we shouldn't have to if we work together. But we're such a sick and broken community. What do you mean, Zo? Let's go into the work of Carl Jung. I suggest everybody buys Carl Jung's book. I think it's called The Red Book. Go get that book. Read it. Educate yourself. The Red Book. Carl Jung. In that book, or in a lot of Carl Jung's work, hey, don't disappear, D-Wade. Keep your comments coming, because that keeps information flowing. Say some more stupid shit. No disrespect, fam. I love you to death. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. But say some more goofy shit, because that keeps the information flowing. Carl Jung talked about the shadow self. The shadow self deals with, right? Somebody says, bro, you getting them? No, I'm not. D-Way, no, not at all. This is who I am. If Farrakhan gets heated, you know what he says? Oh, excuse me, I'm passionate. I'm a passionate motherfucker too. I'm very passionate. And one of my triggers that opens the floodgates of my passion is stupidity. Keep the dumb shit coming, D-Wade. Now, the Red Book, Shadow Self. Shadow Self contains all of the darkness in your spirit, unhealed trauma, right? The bullshit beliefs, the limiting beliefs that you inherited, that you modeled from your work in progress parents. Because they didn't have all the answers either. They did the best they could, right? They did the best they could with what they knew at their current stage of development. So please understand, at some point you got to get to a point where you break up with what your parents taught you. So the shadow self has all of this darkness in it that needs to be reconciled. And that's talking or speaking to specifically the human condition. All humans have this. But imagine oppressed humans. That dysfunction is a different kind, isn't it? The shit black people been through. Imagine what is in our shadow self that needs to be reconciled, that needs to be worked on. that needs to be fixed. You want to know why we can't unify? It's because the shadow self is covering the brilliance of who we are. Get the book. Read it. And not only read, this is what I say in my coaching. Don't read so you can sound deep, so you can parrot some shit from Carl Jung, Gustav Jung. Don't do that. Read to discover your darkness. How are we going to unify if we're hurt, if we're broken? And in the broken shards of our shadow selves, how in the fuck can we see the truth of what we really are, the greatness of who we really are, the heights of who we really are? How does the concept of unity have any merit, any value, any worth? This is why statements by, say, Krishnamurti fall on deaf ears when he says the enemy is you. Or when he says you want to change the world, you got to change yourself. See, it's easy to parrot this shit. But the hardest thing to do is to delve into your shadow self and shine a light on what needs to be fixed. As a community, as a collective community, we need to say, let me go in my house and straighten up my spiritual house for the purpose of being able to see the divine light in my brothers and sisters. We live in a transactional society. We live in a society that's predicated on taking, robbing, and positioning ourselves in the best possible position we can be in, right? Very narcissistic society. Very give and take kind of society. I'm better than you because I'm doing better, based on what I've accumulated externally. Yeah? But all the while, the real work is sitting there waiting. Hey, did you forgive your mama? Hey, how did you get past the abuse your uncle put on you? Hey, do you understand? The real work is still sitting there. Regardless of what. There it is, spiritual therapy. The black community needs spiritual therapy if we want to work together. Because otherwise, we are a shadow version of the conditioning that has been laid on us. We are a shadow version of the white man, his barbarism, his transactional ways. He rapes the world, and he teaches you how to be a rapist. But at the same time, you're a diet rapist because he doesn't want your barbarism to rise above his. Oh, man. So what does that put us? You get a brother who's one of your brothers, right? Trying to do the best he can. And the best he can, yes, is definitely flawed. I'm speaking of Ice Cube. Yes, it's definitely flawed. But if you're at a position in life where you look around and you go, God damn, I can't depend on y'all. I can't depend on D. Wade. I'm not talking about the basketball player. I'm talking about this brother in my chat room just talking out the side of his ass because he has a keyboard. Right? The man just doing what he thinks is right. And it could be 100% wrong. let me address double talk. Can a person that is a work in progress speak a whole truth? Go get the book, The Kabbalion. The 7 Hermetic Principles. Go get the Kabbalion and read it. What the fuck that got to do with politics and voting, Zo? First off, this is how your ass gets manipulated. In the book, it says all truths are but half-truths. What the fuck does that mean? First off, the truth is self-evident. It doesn't need a definition or an explanation. It is what it is. Half-truth is based on perspective and experience. This is what I went through. This is what I learned going my motherfucking going through what I went through, going through my series of experiences. This is what I got. That doesn't make it a universal truth. It might be a truth for you, but it may be a half-truth for somebody else. And please understand, standing on a half-truth because you think standing on your truth, which is a piece of the truth, is just a motherfucking form of black and white thinking. Black and white thinking is a motherfucking mental condition. Not a healthy mental condition. That's a mental condition you want to avoid. I see things in black and white. It's either right or wrong. Wrong, that's not how it works. Intelligent motherfuckers understand nuance. Nuance. Conversations can be highly nuanced. And if you don't understand nuance and you think logic is black and white, you're confused. Read more. Study more. Here's one of my little secrets. I'll give it up right now. I'm on this bitch every day. It's an app called The Great Courses Plus. Download this motherfucker right now so you can understand that life is gray. Universal God, life is gray. It's not black and white. Get The Great Courses. Download it. Costs about $19 a month, $20 a month. But within it are lectures from professors from all the great universities. Right? Educate yourself. There is a logic class. Right? There's a logic course. About 24 courses. Take the course. Watch it. Learn something about logic. False analogies. Logic traps. Learn a little something about it. Conversations, highly evolved conversations are nuanced. There are multiple perspectives. If you sit down and you study the work of Benjamin Carney at UCLA, who's a relationship scientist, he'll say the most successful relationships have flexible, pliable, scalable beliefs. Where there are rigid beliefs, right, there comes relationship conflict. Rigidity produces conflict. Flexibility, on the other hand, produces growth, produces understanding. I don't know. Study. Right? Let me give you something here. The art of war. The supreme art of war. This is the whole purpose of the Art of War book. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Put up the picture of motherfucking Caesar and Koba. Koba wants to fight. Caesar will fight, but he goes the route of diplomacy first. I said in military, diplomacy and strategy are key. Everybody want to be Koba. Let's go kick their ass. The Nation of Islam, the good brothers of the Nation of Islam, under the tutelage of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, put a deal in place with the KKK down in the South. Why? Because they needed that farmland to create produce and food for their community. They negotiated with the devil. Now, who's doing the negotiation? Was it Caesar or Koba? If we're using the Planet of the Apes metaphor. Koba does not negotiate. Koba did not like the way Caesar ruled. And Koba coveted Caesar's spot and tried to kill him and actually killed his son in the movie. You trying to tell me the Planet Apes is not a metaphor for black people? Go back and watch the original Planet of the Apes with Charleston Heston. Everybody want to be Koba. No, Koba wouldn't have taken it. Koba would have got his ass killed. Because when you're in the belly of the beast of North America, you recognize a few things. A, we don't have a military. A, we suffer from the mental illness called the lack of knowledge of self. A, we don't have the most powerful weapon in the world, which Elijah Muhammad said is equivalent to an atomic bomb, which is unity. Koba would have went down there and got his ass killed because he didn't have these things. Don't do a deal with the devil. That's why you at home watching a YouTube show. We live in a generation where, and I remember the generation that I came from, and the most famous terminology in that generation was, especially in terms of black intelligentsia, was if you want to hide something from a nigga, you put it in a book. We talk to the youngsters today. What was the last book you read? Well, I don't really be reading. But you got an opinion. I don't even really like reading. But you got a thought. you got an opinion. You know what I think? This is what we should do. What? War, military, involves strategy. Chess is a game of strategy. Not checkers. Chess is a game of strategy. And whenever somebody tries to engage this evil society in a strategic move, it be mainly our folks talking big shit on it. Nobody is saying you can't rise to power, right, without reading. Nobody said that. What I'm saying is if you want to stay in power, if you want to maintain power, if you want to cultivate power, if you want to pass power down as a generational gift, knowing that your fucking children are modeling your ignorance, you need to read. You need to study. The old saying was, study to show yourself approved. You don't want to study shit. Cobra is Killmonger with no vibranium. Listen to that statement from The Art of War. How do all you Cobra types who claim to be deep because you read The Art of War, how do you reconcile its ultimate premise? The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. How do you reconcile that? What does that mean to you, Cobra-ites? Back to strategy. Art of war. If you know the enemy and you know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. So part of winning is predicated on knowledge of self. Can we all at least agree that black people in America suffer from a catastrophic loss of self? But yet niggas got opinions about what I'm saying. Motherfuckers is, well, you know, D Wade, yeah, you know so, cause yeah. That's what it sounds like to me. What you say, nigga? Yeah. Read, goddammit. Study. You got motherfuckers out there advocating studying the enemy, but fearing studying the self. You don't want to see your shadow self. You think you can make it without studying the shadow in you, the darkness in you, the darkness that is inherent in you, as well as the darkness that you inherited. Yeah. That's what you sound like. Huh? Strategy. Part of the strategy that is necessary is diplomacy. It's in the art of war. How do you skip that part? Here's another segment. All warfare is based on deception. Hence, when we are able to attack, we must seem unable. When using our forces, we must appear inactive. When we are near, we must make the enemy believe we are far away. When we are far away, we must make him believe we are near. Please understand a little something about this last passage. In order to do that, you must be on the same page as a people. We not. We're not on the same page to enact this type of strategy. Read it again. So all warfare is based on deception. Hence, when we are able to attack, we must seem or appear as if we are unable. When using our forces, we must appear or seem inactive. When we are near, we must make it seem, we must make our enemy believe we are far away. When we are far away, we must make it seem or appear or make them believe that we are near. Please understand that strategy in and of itself requires unity. When you're a member of the U.S. military, and I have a lot of friends that are, Jeff Brown was a Marine. No Man Left Behind requires a heightened level of appreciation for the person that's in the foxhole with you. This is my brother. I cannot leave him. Do you know the motherfucking Trolls, the movie The Trolls, got more unity than you? No trolls left behind. I'm watching The Trolls with my granddaughter. That's her favorite movie. The trolls are under attack. And the father, who happens to be the king, the father of the star of the movie, Poppy. The trolls are about to be killed by these gorgons or these gargoyles, and they're about to be eaten by the gargoyle. And he screams out, "No trolls left behind!" And he went back and got everybody. We're not going back to get everybody because we have been taught not to appreciate one another. The goddamn trolls got more unity than us. No trolls left behind. Everybody got an opinion, but everybody don't have a solution. How do you have an opinion without a solution? Shouldn't your opinion be solution-based? What's your solution, Zo? Unity. How do we get unity, Zo? Healing. Well, how do we heal, Zo? Face your darkness that you inherited from your mama and daddy, who was a work in progress. Somebody says, Zo, you are wasting your time with people who have no honor. Well, you were taught to be dishonorable. Break up with the dishonorable lesson. Tell me this ain't being worked on us right now. Art of war. In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. But not for those who are dependent. I added that last little piece. You depended on massa. You dependent on what massa can provide. Because massa taught you not to be your own solution. Right? We have the inherent power to be our own solution. When you look at the goddamn billionaires here in America, what did they do during coronavirus? Oh, they tripled, quadrupled their wealth. In a state of chaos, they got richer. And you was worried if the motherfucking grocery store down the block was going to have toilet paper. Ordo, ab teo, meaning order, out of chaos. The trick of creating chaos and then seizing power under the pretense of putting things back in order is a tried and true method of deception and manipulation. It's the meaning behind the Latin motto, ordo ab chaos, meaning order out of chaos. Let's put the world in a state of fear. And let's capitalize on their fear. Is Ice Cube our solution? I don't believe so. Is Ice Cube the most equipped man for the job? I don't believe so. But is Ice Cube a sellout for trying something when the majority of us ain't tried shit? Perspectives, my niggas. Am I going to tear down Ice Cube because he tried something? No. Do I agree with what he's doing? Not completely. As I said on the 5150 show, America don't keep its promises. Never has. As I said on the 5150 show. But the fact we got to go to the devil for a deal. Oh, Zo, you being racist. Why are you calling them devils? Look at what they did to the world. The world, my nigga. Look what they've done to the world. And are continuing to do to the world. Is that not devilish behavior? Is that not immoral behavior? Is that not unethical behavior? We talked about the Bear Company and them selling a medical product to the country of France that was tainted with HIV. Just so they can make money. Is that not immoral? Is that not devilish? Hollywood. Politics is Hollywood. All these narratives that they give you for you to align with. I already told you before. This is good game right here. I already told you this before. Any idea you align yourself with, you are now enrolled as its military. You have to defend what you testify on. You have to defend it. What ideas did you inherit from this society that you are now defending? Are you defending democracy? Are you defending the Constitution? You see how many black people running around talking about my constitutional rights? When the Constitution was written, you were a slave. And you were considered 3/4 of a man. So in other words, it didn't apply to you. Zoe's double talking again. No. Zoe is saying a man by the name of O'Shea Jackson is trying to play the devil's game. And I'm saying, as his brother, kudos for trying. Will it end in what he wants? Maybe, maybe not. Did you know in the art of war, part of war, a very effective war strategy very effective war strategy is retreat. Do you know diversity is a type of retreat? Give one of the niggas what he's asking for. So we can have it on record that we've changed, that we're different, that the world is different. Retreat is a war strategy in the Art of War book. Please read the fucking book. You know, I don't read. I just think things and then say it. You want your life to be different? You want your world to be different? You have to be different. You want the world to be better? You've got to get better. You want to get better? You've got to attack your shadow self. Beautiful retreat. Beautiful war strategy. Let me empower the sister. Let me elevate her over the brother. And while elevating her, let me make sure she maintains the narrative that Malcolm X spoke of over 40 years ago. The most disrespected person on the planet Earth is the black woman. Yes, 40 years ago. Disrespected by her man, still to some degree, and in some cases, but not all men, not all black men. But if you were to sit down and do the 55 years ago, if you were to sit down and do the math, are sisters doing better than brothers? Yes. In this society, yes. Sisters make more money than brothers. Tone Talks did the numbers. When you add in the incarcerated and the money that they get, brothers overall make less money than sisters. But that don't stop sisters from pursuing the white standard of chivalry. Now the black man is seen as an adjacent part to white patriarchy. Where's the black patriarchy, please? Where is it? Now there's this big shit out right now. It's going to be because of black men voting for Trump or not voting, right? That will be the reason why Trump wins. First off, black men who vote for Trump are not voting for Trump. They're voting for their tax bracket. So when you hear 50 Cent talking about vote for Trump, he's voting for his tax bracket. He's voting for his wallet. It's not justified. He's a businessman. He's voting for his business. I'm not saying that's what's up. What I'm saying is Biden is the devil too. No clear agenda for what he's going to do for black people. This is the man who is the architect of the carceral state. This is the man who's the architect of the three strikes you're out. This is the man, him and Kamala Harris made a career off of incarcerating black men. That's the truth. Two devils, Lucifer, Beelzebub. Pick them. Oh, maybe not Beelzebub, maybe Azazel. The fuck? Two devils. But black men vote more than white men. Black men vote more than Spanish men. Black men vote more than Asian men. So there's a war. The numbers tell us that black men vote a few percentage points less than sisters. And sisters vote more than everybody. So how does the onus of the entire fucking election land on the shoulders of black male voting apathy? Out of order comes chaos. Let's keep them at each other's neck. The worst thing that could happen, they could unball their fists and lay down arms and come together. That's the worst fucking thing that could happen. I was talking to a young sister the other day. She said, I never had a positive experience with a brother. I said, you're only 23, 24. You're 12 twice. You have no concept of the spiritual meaning of relationship. Did you know that spiritually and energetically you are dating what's wrong with you? Oh, they don't teach that in the poli-sci course. Huh. They don't teach the spiritual meaning of relationships. Oh, I deserve better. No, what you deserve is who you are. That's what you're getting. You think somebody's supposed to come into your life and scoop you away from how you was raised? No, how you were raised must be reconciled through relationship conflict. That is the human condition. But you ain't taught that. You're taught to villainize your lesson. Ooh, 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 ooh. What you gonna do? What are we gonna do? We're gonna continue to tear down motherfuckers who are in the same cesspool we're in, who came up with a faulty ladder. He created a fucking faulty ladder. Okay. Should he be condemned because his ladder may not work? We're being divided and conquered every day. Every day. We're being lied to every day. Retreat as a powerful war strategy. Let's make Barack Obama president. Barack Obama, I heard Yvette Carnell speak on it yesterday. She talked about, Barack Obama talked about our ancestry. You're not from here, bro. What ancestry are you talking about? He's pandering to the black vote. Tried to get on black men because his skin is brown. It's not your ancestry. It might be your wife's ancestry, but it ain't yours. Kenyan and white, our ancestry. Who are you talking about. That's a type of retreat. Let's give them what they think they want. They want to be represented by the classiness, the savviness, the articulation, the intelligence of this beautiful black man that was one of the greatest stewards in presidential history. What is a steward? A steward is a placeholder for power. I'm holding this seat until the original or the authentic ruler comes back. Barack Obama couldn't do no wrong because he was a black man that ascended to the highest seat of power in the world. But what you don't know is COG, continuity of government. Just like there's a shadow self, there's a shadow government. Barack, play your part as the good guy, as the Messiah to the black folk. No one ever thought this day would come, that a black man would ascend to the most powerful seat. Then you look at his ancestry. He ain't you. He not Compton. He not Brooklyn. He not Jacksonville, Florida. He not Atlanta. He not Houston. He's not Oakland. He is a mannequin of blackness. And he comes in and he reprimands you because you look up to the mannequin of blackness. He's not Harlem. And they selling you the same dude or the same package in Kamala. She not us. But because they made gender first, right? See, if I make gender first, community don't matter. Question is, who are you first? Are you black first, or are you male or female first? See, because when you black first, my brother Tariq says FBA, Foundational Black America. My brother Antonio Moore says ADOS, American Descendant of Slaves. Again, that's a community with a collective gripe. You owe us, pay us what you owe. But if I put gender first, now I have the catalyst for war in the community. Order out of chaos. You can't buy a politician unless you're a community. You want to lobby? You need unity. We need to become a solid block. Now, becoming a solid block doesn't necessarily mean we become a monolithic people. No, black people are not monolithic. We have different opinions. But we're a broken people, so when we do have different opinions, we tend to hate on each other and put each other down and try to fuck each other over. Can't you see you being manipulated? Sure. The easy answer is let's come together. But the hard answer is let's reconcile our shadow selves before we do. Because if we come together as we are currently, we're going to come together as the shadow, demonic, broken version of what the white man created us to be in this America. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. He hijacked our spirit. He hijacked our minds. He hijacked our spirituality. He hijacked our knowledge of self. He hijacked everything that made us powerful. Then he gives you the motherfucking sob story. You better go vote if you want to see change. You better go vote on one of these two devils and hope that they don't modify, right, the deal any further. Pray that I don't change it any further. That motherfucking niggas running around here. There's celebrities running around. Malcolm said it back then. Celebrity is not the people we should be talking to. But celebrities have always been a tool of politicians. Remember, politics is the highest form of Hollywood scripting. Please understand that. I just wanted to get in here and talk to y'all a little bit. You know, share a few things. Nigeria going through Sars, right? Their little secret police force that's fucking with people. African Americans know all about that shit. Why Nigerians are protesting against a police force known as Sars, doing the same shit that we've experienced. Pulling people over, snatching them off the street, the whole 9 fucking yards. And all we got is our opinion and our criticism of each other. Do you know what the world would look like with a unified black body across all continents? We're the police that are black. Say, hey man, this is fuck shit. It's black before blue. Where the military says, hey, hold on. It's black before the Marines. It's black before the Army. It's black before the Navy. It's black before all that shit. You know what? I heard a white man say the other day, the world is controlled by 150 people. You think they're controlling everybody just with guns? No, they control mentally. Mind fuck the world. Open the world's asshole up, pour crude oil in that bitch, and fuck it. The world is controlled mentally. Why do you think they try to censor what you say? I cannot remind the pawn, right? The pawn on the chessboard. I cannot remind the pawn that if he makes it to the other side, he can choose whatever piece he wants to be. Pawn, peon, champion. The king of the commoners is the champion. The people need a champion. But we've heard it all before. We've heard it all before. And even though niggas hear shit, niggas want to hate niggas. It's gotten good to us, like soul food. Hating on other niggas is like going to Doolin's over here, or M&M's, or soul food spot down in New Orleans. It's just so delicious to hate on your own. It's become so gratifying to tear each other down. It means so much to tell a nigga he ain't shit. Oh, bitch ass nigga. Just me. It feels good. It rolls off the motherfucking tongue, man. It's like satin. You old bitch ass nigga. Hoe ass motherfucker. It just, oh Lord, it's orgasmic. Ah! Let's go fuck with these devils and get a solution for ourselves. When we're the solution, we're the problem and the answer, as Nas said on his wonderful album, Nigger. Right? You're the question and the answer. We are the question and the answer. Always been the question and the motherfucking answer. But we don't want to answer our own questions. We want somebody to answer them for us. We are a community of spiritually autistic babies that are addicted to the tip of white supremacy's dick. We confuse the tip of white supremacy's dick as a nipple. Ain't nothing nourishing coming out that motherfucker. And when somebody tries to come up with some kind of solution, what the fuck you know, Nick? You just a goddamn rapper. You don't know nothing, nigga. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Man, it takes a lot to come in here and talk. It does. I'll have somebody on like Runoko Rashidi, right? I'll have somebody on like Dr. Walter Williams. I'll have somebody on like, somebody dropping some deep, heavy, my brother Dr. Phil Valentine. I have somebody on dropping some, well, how this shit supposed to help us? The niggas got an opinion. Oh, what is ancient Egypt gonna do to change our situation today? I guess knowledge itself doesn't matter. Art of War. If you know yourself, you know your enemy. Somebody, come on, pause. Somebody just said, Chunwan Shitong just said, protein comes out of the dick, Zo. Hey, nigga, do babies suck dicks? The fuck wrong with you? Nigga's crazy, man. The nurturing, the nutrient comes out of a breast, fam. Motherfuckers is crazy. Protein comes out. I need to say something. Remember? Yeah. That's how a lot of niggas sound. with opinions that ain't based on yeah. So my final question tonight, what you gonna do? What you gonna do to face the darkness in you? What you gonna do to break up with the darkness you inherited? Right? What are you gonna do? What you gonna do to break up with this notion that the white man and his system of diplomacy is your ultimate solution? Somebody say, get this money. They make the money. Money's not real. Money is going digital. Money's not real. You do know that, right? Get the book Prometheus Rising. I love the way he described Prometheus Rising. Bio-survival ticket. And you'll kill for these bio-survival tickets. But the bio-survival tickets that we call currency that's in our motherfucking wallets right now is ones and zeros, binary code, digital. If they want to change money tomorrow, they can change money tomorrow. It's a debt instrument. Every time the Fed, which is a privately owned company that isn't, it's as federal as Federal Express, whenever they print up money, they print it up out of thin air. And it's a debt instrument. We loaned, we'll give you, it's a loan, of course, that the American citizens have to pay back by paying taxes. If we need you to print up $2 trillion for the motherfucking stimulus package for the coronavirus, that's $2 trillion with interest. So as soon as it comes off the motherfucking press, we're already in debt. So what the fuck are you talking about? It's monopoly. I'm gonna go get this money. What if they say, we have fucked up the rainforest and money's made of cotton and, what if they become cotton lovers and paper lovers? It's just too much of a burden, too much of a process. People are counterfeiting. Let's just get rid of it. And what you earn is based off of what you do. And we'll just digitally put that shit in a digital account, a digital wallet. What the hustle gonna look like then? Okay. Because wherever there's a digital hustle, there's also a digital footprint. And you know how they do. They let you win for a little while, don't they? I got away with it the first time, the first 4 times, the first 5 times. Y'all saw the article of the brother that fucking did the motherfucking the EDD scam. Motherfucker got caught with motherfucking EDD debit cards on him. He had like $2 million in California EDD, unemployment. Digital. You got a debit card? Yoink. Let you win for a minute, nigga. You on motherfucking Instagram talking about you got bread. Oh my God. Motherfuckers is crazy than a motherfucker, man. Woo, you the solution to your own problem. Listen, man, if y'all felt like I did an okay job today sharing some insight and some information, please hit my Cash App. Please support Sarah's Cash App as well. Sarah's Cash App is $Sundays with Sarah. Please, please, please hit the Cash App, show love. Listen, man, I'm going to say it again. I want everybody black to win. I want all my friends to win. All my friends that are black. I want all my associates that are black to win. You understand? But I know for a fact, 100%, I can't win with you, without you. I can't win without you. And I believe that this information is necessary for you to win, right? We can't win without each other, right? Winning comes from unity. Unity comes from healing. We can't unify unless we heal. Spiritual therapy was the mantra of this show, right? We need to heal. We need to break up with white standards of success, right? We need to break up with white beliefs around success. We need to break up with all the bullshit that we inherited from this toxic, sick society. Breaking up requires hard, objective, introspective work. Some would say it starts with your family. I say it starts with yourself. And it spreads to the family. But I'm asking everybody in this chat room, y'all please send Sarah and myself $10 on that Cash App. I appreciate everybody who showed up today and everybody who hit the like button. I appreciate you all for liking the show. And listen, I'm not here for your approval. I'm not here for you to agree with everything I'm saying. I'm here to have dialogue, right? I'm here to have dialogue. And let me make one final point about the Nation of Islam. I made a point on Corey's show when I was saying, you know, the greatest form of unity that I've ever seen was that mosque, right, in New Jersey, that the Netflix documentary said housed and harbored and hid the shooter in the Malcolm X assassination, right? I said that was the greatest form of unity. The tragedy is they unified around the brother killing Malcolm. I want to clarify and make it clear. I'm not saying that all of the nation is corrupt. What I'm saying is the Honorable Elijah Muhammad had a mandate that said, don't nobody touch him. And some brothers touched him. And I'm also saying, don't think because I pointed them out that I think they acted alone. Don't think that I'm taking the American government off the hook for the murder of the good brother, El-Hajj Malik El-Shabazz. They motherfucking asses. Let's just go back to it. When you're a broken people and you ain't got shit, the devil can do a deal. Y'all saw that motherfucking video on YouTube of that brother who was a CIA agent that infiltrated different black organizations and groups. And they said, the brother said, my handler would show up and give me $300. $300? That's it? To go snitch? when you ain't got shit, when you don't have knowledge of self, you can be purchased. So again, I'm not saying that the nation or those brothers from that specific mosque were the only ones to be held accountable for the death of this great black man. Poverty is why go get the bag is a motherfucking mantra of our people today. But what about the spiritual bag? What about the healing bag? What about the unity bag? None of the shit will be long-lived without those bags. I love my people dearly, deeply. Oftentimes, I am misunderstood by my people. And I apologize for my part in y'all misunderstanding me. And I promise, as long as I'm doing this, I'm going to try to do a better job in conveying my thoughts and feelings in a sincere way to y'all. I don't mean to try to condescend or reprimand or disrespect or any of those things. That is not my intention. My intention is to say, wake up. Wake up. Heal. Right? Find a way to come together. There is no power without unity. There is no unity without respect. There's no respect without consideration. There's no consideration without love. You understand? I love y'all. Please don't forget, show Sarah some love. She makes it a point to get to these shows. She's been late a lot.
Oh my God.
But I will say, the last few times she has beat me here. No trolls left behind. I will say the last few times she has beaten me here. Please show your love for this sister. Just, man, send her some gas money for coming here. She said, thank you, Jesus. Lord have mercy. And that's just a request. If everybody could drop a 10 spot for this content, for this information, we'd appreciate it. My Cash App is $ZoWhat or ZoWhatNeter. There's a PayPal, ZoWilliamsOrders@gmail.com, or you can go directly to my website, IamZoWilliams.com, and click the donate button. We appreciate all love offerings. Look at her shake. Love offerings, right? We appreciate it all. Thank you guys for tuning in. I wanted to do a quick little show. Hopefully, this 104-minute talk was of benefit to you. And I'm going to say it again. I'm open for all dialogue. I'm open to talk to anybody. Nation of Islam, Hebrew Israelites, Christians, Muslims, Hindus, Buddhists. I'm open to talk to all my family, my global family, and to brainstorm. I'm young, millennials, old, wise men, gurus, sages, sisters, sisters like Dr. Joy DeGruy, sisters like Queen Afua, sisters like Shahrazad Ali. I'm open. This platform is open, right? For everybody to come in and brainstorm with us and talk about how we can really forge forward on this healing process. If you enjoyed the show today, I just simply say thank you. This has been Zolo's. I appreciate you guys. Zolo, we out.